Hello again everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know that I just uploaded my last unboxing, which was my birthday Birkin, but I did pick that up in June, and it has been a couple of months. And also July starts the new semester for Hermès. So if you're not, I think I mentioned before, there's 2 semesters in a year. You know, you do get a chance to purchase one bag every 6 calendar months, and it just so happens that August is a really good month to me, and so I am here again for another unboxing. I know you guys have been waiting for this, even though it hasn't been a week yet. Oh, by the way, happy 1st of September. It's always, first of the month is always good because there's extra motivation, you know, to accomplish a lot you know, in the month. But last Sunday I flew to Vegas on a day trip alone. I was able to book a flight sort of last minute. My H-Ferry called me on a Wednesday, and I was not gonna be able to make it until next, like the following week, Wednesday, but I was able to move things around and, you know, ask my husband when would be the best time to go. Of course, I guess I figured Sunday would be best because, you know, the kids have no school. Obviously, there's no work as well, and so I booked a flight that night. He called me on Wednesday, the Wednesday before the 26th. I can't even do the math right now. 22nd? I got the magic call on August 22nd. I was on my way home from a late workout, and then of course my essay had been off Monday, Tuesday, and he kind of checks in on me on Wednesday, and I just kind of said, hey, what's new? And of course he made the magical offer, and I was shocked. So I made arrangements that night to come in as soon as possible. I was busy that Saturday. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I had like an engagement party to go to, and so Sunday I flew to Vegas, like I said, and I came home that night with these goodies. Okay, so here are the goodies. Okay, I'm lying. This one came yesterday. It's a very special package. It's actually a gift from a friend I met on Instagram, so I'm very thankful for this. I'm gonna include it in the unboxing. I honestly did not expect this because I was just, you know, being my usual self, like responding to questions and whatnot on Instagram, and well, I'll tell the story later, but anyway, her on my H-Ferry sent this my way, and it arrived yesterday, so it was very sweet of her. I did pick up 3, let me put that aside, 3 small things, and then the rest, well, and then of course my semester bag for fall 2018. I know it's kind of early. Technically the semester started July, and I picked this up August. And last year I also picked up my semester bag in August, so I feel like August is like a great month for me, Hermès wise. So here is the proof of purchase. I'm gonna set that aside. Let me start with the small boxes. So this one actually is empty already. I am wearing it, so by the size of it you know that it's jewelry. This is the ring that I purchased. I don't know if that shows, but it is sterling silver ring, not one of the gold pieces. It's basically, I purchased it as like a temporary wedding band because my bands are loose and I haven't taken them in yet. So I was like, okay, I'm not used to not wearing a ring, so let me purchase like a temporary wedding band for now. And it is not that bad. This one is in the silver and chain, size 52, and then the price is $3.85. So for silver jewelry, Hermès has really great prices for you know, silver jewelry, and I don't know, I just really love the way it looks. I also tried on the kind of like a bracelet for it, and it looked great, like to stack with my turquoise, but I decided not to take it yet because I am pretty bad at wearing jewelry that I have to take off, and with silver I feel like you do have to take it off more than say gold things. But I do love the ring, and so I purchased it, and that is my temporary wedding band. I don't know if what side is better to show you guys, but I know my fingers probably need manicure, but who has the time? Actually, I might go tomorrow, so, but I couldn't wait. And then let's do, this one's new. It's a new item, and I had a friend guess that I purchased a watch band, and it's actually not a watch band. It's a new item that Hermès made, and it came almost a day too late because I'll tell you the story later. Anyway, so this one is I don't know if I've officially unboxed a couple of these, but after, you know, experimenting between all the different Hermès bag charms, I am leaning towards the ta-da! I am leaning towards getting horseshoes. They are very cute. I prefer them over you know, like, I have the horse heads as well, but it was just because I purchased them mostly for the color, but out of all the bag charms, my favorite is the horseshoe, and this one is dual tone. It is brick on one side, and then the other side is gris pearl. So the other side is gris pearl, and this is brick. I do prefer, as much as possible, I want them to be dual tone, but they don't always, they're pretty hard to come by. But the funny thing is, the dual tone is actually less than the single color. So the two-tone, I might be a little bit over the place, but the two-tone horseshoe is $5.20, and then if, oh, I don't think I mentioned in one of my stories that the single color is $5.30, so just $10. It's tiny difference, $10, but it's just, I would prefer to get dual tone because it's almost like you get two in one, and I just like that sometimes you can, you know, use one or the other side. And when you tie it as well on your bag, you do see that dual color on that strap. So I really like dual tones. I wish they come out, well, they do come out with more colors, but they're, like I said, they're not that easy to come by. Anyway, moving on. The next item comes in this box, and it's pretty long. So that's why a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, I had a friend assume that it was a watch band, but it is actually a L'Etoile. Well, I don't know if you can see. This one's a new silk item. It's called L'Etoile, and let me show you. It is basically a really long twilly. Oh. It is basically a really long twilly that you use as a belt. So looks like this. The reason why I said this came like a day late is because the day before I had an engagement party, like I mentioned, and I was gonna wear a different dress that I wanted to wear a belt with, but I didn't want to use one of my leather belts. But I was like, oh, a twilly would look so good as a belt because it was a plain, I believe it was plain black dress, and he's like, a twilly would look so good as like a pop of color, but obviously a twilly is not long enough as a belt. And then the next day I went to Hermès, and of course they had these, let me show you how it looks. This probably isn't the best dress to showcase it, but essentially it is a long twilly that you can use as a belt, like so, because I have all these details on the dress that probably isn't the best dress to showcase it, but it would look really cute on plain dresses that I tend to wear. But yeah, that is the twilane. Moving on, I did receive a lovely card with the, I mentioned that I received a package yesterday and I didn't order anything. It is from a very sweet follower that I met on Instagram, and she had messaged me a couple weeks back that she was visiting Vegas and wanted to contact my H Fairy. Of course, some people, she had mentioned that some people are very strange about sharing their sales associates' information, but I'm the type of person that if it helps two people in one stone, then basically helping two people with one stone, I don't know if that's a thing, then I don't mind sharing at all. So she did mention she was visiting Vegas and wanted to contact a sales associate, and of course I gladly shared my H Fairy's information. Email is the best contact, so if you are visiting Vegas, let me know on Instagram or something. But of course I did not expect this at all. So basically she sent me a handwritten note. It's so cute. She said, "Mimi, thank you so much for your kindness and helping and getting me in touch with Will, my sales associate. He's a wonderful SA. Please accept this gift as a small token of my appreciation. I hope that you love it. Use it in the best of health and enjoy every minute of it." And her name is Kim. I feel like that's big enough. And inside is, of course, proof of purchase as well. That was very sweet of her. And it came in this box. I honestly, okay, I looked at the receipt, so it's not a surprise anymore that I'm opening it, but it is very sweet of her because it is absolutely perfect. And like I said, I did not expect this at all, and when I share my SA's information, I don't expect anything out of it or any gift in return, but this was a very sweet gesture and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Kim. She sent me a Bastia coin purse in Rouge Ash, and you guys know that I collect Bastias. I don't know if they show, but they're behind me in a display case, and I don't have the color Rouge Ash, so this is very perfect because I don't have the color and it matches my Birkin 25 as well. So very cute. Love. I absolutely love it, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. And she did mention that my sales associate helped her pick it out as well, so that is very sweet of both of them. So I am grateful. Thank you so much for the gift. I will use it. Of course, I kind of stopped carrying coins, but I better start using my coin purse because they do come in handy, especially for parking meters in LA. And that way I won't get tickets, right? And last but not least, it came in this box. From the size of it, I think you guys can kind of make a guess of what is inside. Well, as far as the size, because the box is pretty small. I do have the stickers left on here, so I'll show that at the end. But let's just go ahead. Let me see how I can do this. I guess I could use my leg to, I'm not gonna unravel the bow just yet because I am going to make like an Instagram video, but you guys already know the drill that I like to slide off my bows for my items, because if I can, I'll actually try to put it back and store it with the bows on the box. otherwise I like to do the unraveling of the bow for my Instagram video. But anyway, so this box came to my life on a Sunday. So it hasn't been a week old yet. And due to my excitement, I didn't even record my sales associate unboxing it. But, you know, that's for another day, I guess. So here, let's see. I'm so excited because okay, let me take her out and let me see. Of course, rain cover, care instructions, and there was one more thing that my sales associate inserted here, but I'll grab it at the end. So, from the size of it, I think you guys can guess that it is a new baby. It is a baby, and a lot of people guessed that it was my special order because I did mention, I don't know if I mentioned, but I mentioned to a couple of friends that my special order is a 25 size, but it is not my special order. Instead, it is to reveal 2 handles. Oh my gosh. Ta-da! Oh my goodness. So this is a Birkin 25, and let me remove the felt so I can do this bag justice, because it is the absolutely stunning I'm getting, my heart is beating really fast right now, and I haven't opened it since that Sunday. But sorry if let me remove the felt, of course. I don't, like I mentioned, I don't usually use the felt to store my bags because it gets linty. But oh my gosh, okay, I'm sorry if I'm babying this, because it is an absolute baby. Here it is. Oh my gosh, this is the very beautiful, there's some lint on it, the very beautiful Birkin 25 Touch in Noir. This is black Novelo leather and Nilo shiny Nilo croc on the flap, the handles, and as well as, I think these are called sangles, and of course the clochette. So, okay, let me open up real quick. So with the croc, it is a bit stiff. I feel like it does soften over time, but it's okay. And this is the clochette, and the hardware, if you guys didn't notice, is actually rose gold hardware, and they don't do that very often on the Birkins or Kellys, but I think they're doing it right now for the touches, and it is absolutely stunning. When my Essen and I were talking about what my wish list would be for this semester, I said, of course, my special order if it does come in, and he said that, well, let's put other things on your list as well, because we're not, you know, there is a delay on like special orders, and we never know when they're gonna come. And so I mentioned that I was like, I may be interested in like a Birkin Touch, but only if it's a 25. And yeah, and he made it happen. So how lucky am I? And if you, I don't know if you can see, but the handles do appear a little bit more matte, which is great because that way it doesn't really get fingerprinty, I feel like, if that's a word. And it is for, I feel like because of the leather, the Novilo leather, which they don't do very often, they don't use Novilo leather on just any bag, it is very sturdy in the bottom. So I feel like the bottom is very sturdy compared to my other Birkin 25 in Togo. So this one feels just a little bit more stiff, but it does have a really fine grain on the leather. I don't know if you can see, but it's absolutely stunning. And I don't know if I am doing this justice, but it is very special. Let me close her up because I feel like with a bag this special, you can't leave it open because of the croc. You have to showcase the croc. Oh my god, it is beautiful. I am so blessed and lucky that my sales associate offered me this bag, and I am forever thankful, of course. But yeah, I think that's it. I know my heart is beating really fast. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm kind of nervous, mostly because it is gonna be my first exotic from Hermès, and it is a great entry exotic. I don't know if I will ever get to that level where I'm gonna purchase, you know, exotic bags, full exotic bags, I should say. But for now, this does, I feel like this is my most special Hermès bag. I feel like even more special than my very own special order. So it is very beautiful, and that rose gold hardware, basically the thing how this happened is because when we were going over like my wish list, I kind of told him, let's get a black bag with rose gold hardware. And if you're not familiar, they mostly do rose gold hardware on Constance, and I was like, okay, let's get an 18 with rose gold hardware. And of course he gives me the best black rose gold hardware combo there is, and that is this baby. So, but anyway, I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.